in this fashion industry, why do you think that your new should charge the same price for Gucci's and then market to people who don't wear Gucci? And if a person wears Gucci, why should they stop wearing Gucci to support you because you're black?
Yeah, that shit ain't right. It's annoying. I definitely ain't with the overpriced shit. Like, fuck that shit. Where success go? Yeah.
Now, I literally have the worst internet service I think down here in Atlanta. This
That's a,
AT&T is horrible, horrible. But that's one thing that we don't offer. We gotta change this mentality. I saw this post and the lady was saying that that was one of her pet peeves as well, and she's tired of black businesses attacking her because she gets her nails done at a Chinese restaurant. I mean, at a Chinese place,
Chinese place.
as opposed to from her friends who does it. And she made mention to the understaff, the lack of ability to be able to, run it and do what you got to do. A lot of it, a lot of them, I think they think that it's classy to say appointments only. You got to book me. I think they think it's classy to say I'm booked. It's like they're like I'm booked, I'm busy. I think that's classy. Um, and that's amazing. That's that whole mentality that I was saying that takes us way out of our realms when we say that we want to be business people. Because it's just like with artists that come on and be like, I want to own all my masters and all my pub and I want to do all my shit and I'm the boss and I'm blue blue blue. But then you ask them, all right, well, how much you spending? How much you paying your video man? I ain't shooting no videos. Why not? I'm gonna buy a camera and try to find somebody to shoot them for free. Well, good luck with that.
Mm.
Good luck with that. We
No,
we
another thing that got me mad bad, because you got me mad right now, especially is the beauty supply stores, right? But I talked to somebody about this. So like the products at black beauty supply or black owned beauty supply stores are way more than at the Asian ones, right? And in my head, I'm like, okay, like why are you guys like really doing overcharging people for
right,
stuff? Someone said to me, they was like, well, they're not getting it at a good price. So like maybe they're paying
exactly,
higher than others, so maybe that's why they go about it that way.
correct. Well,
Um,
see, the thing about it is, again, it's back to this. It's back
I,
to the main. It's back to the main thing of structuring and setting your foundation. Right? It's everything that we talk about today is going to always go back to that main thing, seem like the foundation, because Asian restaurants, what they do, they set up a chain manufacturing distribution with the companies, and they know these are going to sell, these units are going to sell, and when they sell, you're going to get your money. But these companies that just be like, oh, I can do this too. Everybody wants to come to me anyway. What do? They go out and they buy them in bulk. They spend all their money in bulk. Whereas though I work for a company as a GM, and this is where I learned my business understanding of how things work. Whenever they needed soda, we just fill out an order form. Whenever they needed candy, we'd fill out an order form.
mhm.
Candy come, soda come, everything would come, food, everything, supplies. When they got there wasn't no one ever handing out money.
Mhm.
There was an invoice given
Yep.
and a bill taken up.
Yep.
But now I watch a lot of us start clothing companies and stuff like that. And I have been a general manager and a loss prevention manager at clothing stores. And it works the same way. These boxes come in and they take the inventory and they say, okay, such and such sent us 30 shoes, such and such sent us 100 shoes, such and such sent us 10 shirts, 20 shirts this style, 50 shirts this style. This is the invoice. Bam, I'll take is that, I'll take is this. But y'all don't do that research. Y'all just go out and y'all spend your money and you say, I gotta make my money mad. I gotta make my money back. You know, and
Yeah.
I like the people that say, "Nah, I'm trying to double my money," right? Because what I understand about those people is, a, you've never met a hustler,
Hmm.
and you don't understand the game of business,
Yeah.
right? Because it's not about doubling your money; it's about making more than you put out and going back and being able to go back. So if a shirt is maybe $16, I get you selling it for $20, maybe $25. You know what I'm
25.
saying? You make about $6 a t-shirt. That's cool. That's good money. You know what I'm saying? Because a good hustler, and I shouldn't be teaching y'all this game like this, but a good hustler understands like, hey man, even if I break down and try to make me as much as I can out of a whole elbow, that's dirty talk. You know, that's crazy talk. But if I try to break that down, I may make about $4,000. You know, and even if I paid 2,500 back for it, cool. But now we all know that guy is the nickel and dime guy. He's the
Hmm.
guy you call when you need. Man, let me get a little dime, right? But
Yeah.
then we know the real guy. He may make $100 flip, whatever. He don't care
Mhm.
because if he made 10 of them, then he made 1,000.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't have to double my money because I'd have made 1,000 while you made 2,000 in a month. I'd have made 3,000, 4,000 in a month because I'd have went back a lot of times because I'm not thinking about the big game. I'm thinking about all these little small ones that add up to more than that.
Yep.
So we get into our mindset. A lot of things we gotta take from the streets and take from the streets, man. The streets is teachers more than what we want to acknowledge and admit to. But this is definitely going to be a great topic because I'm going to continue this on the show next week because this time it's time for the Huffer 10 post. And I got to get this out, y'all. So I traveled just outside of Atlanta. I went just outside of Atlanta. I went outside the limits, y'all. I went to a county called Fayette County. And Fayette County is not Atlanta. It's actually not a part of the Atlanta counties. It is just Georgia. And I was impressed by the smell of the content. The tree was definitely, it smelled good. It looked good. But guys, I gotta tell y'all, it was nothing to it.
Mm.
I mean, it was bad. I smoked an ounce in like 2 days because it wasn't right. And I was mad about that, guys. Like, I mean, I looked at it, I smelled it, and it was pressure through the bag. It was like, go ahead, give me another half. That's
Mhm.
how I felt. Give me another half. And the minute I freaking cracked it open, I knew it. Now, one thing this guy did to me, not this guy that I got this from, but this other guy down here, he did to me. He called me and said, "Hey, bro, can you take me to go get some trees?" And I said, "Well, shit, sure. What do I get out of it?" He said, "Well, I'll throw you something out of it. I'll throw you a dub, and I'll give you a couple of grams out of it." I said, "Shit, give me a dub of gas and a couple of grams. All right, shit, I'll run you. No problem. No sweat, my pet." And we get home, we get back. I get home. He calls me, say, "Yo, bro, can you run me back over there?" I say, "What's wrong? Was it not right? Was it weight not right?" He said, "Nah, I don't want it. I'm gonna make him give me my money back." I said, "Ho, y'all do that in Atlanta?" I said, "I
Do
said you
that
could."
anywhere.
I said, "You can pull back up. You can
You got
pull back
attempt
up and get.
to.
You can pull back up and get your money back." He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna pull back up and get my money back." I said, "I gotta see this." So I ran him back over there. He did it.
Yeah.
So when that happened to me in Fayette County, I wanted to use that card that this guy, that my friend in Atlanta taught me that was able to be done in Atlanta, right? We obviously could go back. And that's when I learned that Fayette County is not Atlanta.
What the fuck happened, Six?
He He told me, he said that's maybe that shit they do in Atlanta, but they don't do that in Fayette County. We don't do that in Fayette County. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I was just asking because, one of my friends told me that he was able, that in Atlanta, you can take it back if you don't like it. And now, like, it's funny because you think to get the gun down here, but down here, you
They
see
got
the extended clips out their bags, out their man purses and things like that. So the last thing you really want to do is address them aggressively. So
them.
I'm not gonna have a King Von. I'm not gonna have a King Von situation on me. So I smoked the whole ounce. I smoked it. I'm not gonna lie. I smoked it. I finished it, and I won't go into that area anymore and grab any. But you know, I've shopped with him before, and it was usually pretty good. I'm just gonna give him a pass on this one, and we're gonna I'm gonna report back in 2 weeks. You guys know my rule: 14 days. You got 14 days to get it straight fed. Now I know that ain't your usual. That ain't usually how you do. And I know I was deceived by the smell and everything, but the next time I will only be grabbing a small quantity, hitting it first, and then if I like it, I'll be back. It doesn't matter how much it costs me, but I will be doing that. So that is my Huffington Post. I'll let y'all know in 2 weeks.
Have you ever threw weed in the trash?
Yes, I had some weed in the Poconos, Jezebel. So bad. Ask me how bad was it?
How
I
bad
threw it
was
off the balcony. And I wanted to go right up on the dude and steal him in the face. Now, see, in the Poconos, you know it ain't no gangsters up there. So I felt awfully comfortable with going back up to that gas station and punching that guy in the mouth. But I was like, you know what? You ever smoked some weed that made you want to commit a murder? That made you mad? That's how I
it?
felt about that weed. I was like, young, oh my God. I was like, where's my super suit? I grabbed that shit and I threw it right over the balcony. And let me tell y'all, some of y'all say you threw it over the balcony in a bag, big deal. No, it was thunderstorming. I was at the gas station, saw him, bought the trees from him. Wasn't a big deal because I brought some with me, but I just like to support the yokels. So I supported, grabbed up something, got to the hotel. It was still pouring down thunder and lightning, and I just took that trash and I threw it in the rain where it belonged. I gave it back to the earth. And that's what I said. I will never ever buy that again. You?
Yeah, I had to throw some weed in the trash this weekend.
Woo.
Okay. I smelt it. I was like, I'm not even gonna. I broke the bud, smelt it. I said, you know what? Put that shit. Let me just throw it in the trash because, and I'm not rich, but I wasn't smoking that shit.
No, don't. You can't. Listen, one thing that I've learned in my quest to test, in my quest to test, I have subjected my lungs to a lot of different strands and some huff and more than enough. But y'all gotta understand, I do this for y'all. I do this for y'all. And I understand that growers are different. So when I name strands, it wouldn't be fair because you may have got it from a different grower. But what I can tell y'all is areas to be aware of. And if you get down there and you get some huff, you can say, I told you so. If you
Mhm.
get down there and you find some gas, you can tell me what area you it is. That's how we work together, like a team. We help each other. We help each other. Now, like you said about black businesses, Jezebel, I agree. They got to definitely get that professionalism up, the quality up, and maybe, just maybe, y'all got to start supporting the people more.
Yeah.
Y'all don't understand a lot of these big clothing companies, how they got big, they supported the people. Start
Hmm.
with the schools, start with the youth, find
Yeah.
community projects, find causes, and give away stuff. Get people caring and get people thinking about stuff. Y'all gotta stop jumping in business to line your pockets because there's people that actually people line each other's pockets by expanding them. You know, you don't line your pockets. So
Mhm.
you have to understand like that's called staffs, people, brand ambassadors, people that just do free promo, whatever the case may be. I mean, y'all don't never know who looking and who doing whatever they gotta do, man. But one thing I'm saying, y'all gotta learn how to support everything. You know what I'm saying? Now we went out a little bit, so my show is off a little bit, right? But this was my question. Someone asked me, how do I get sponsorship? And do we have enough time for me to answer that?
Yeah.
So I want to explain to y'all how I went about getting sponsorship, because I don't know how everyone else gets a sponsorship, but we all see things that we like. We all have things that we use every day. My idea to you, or my advice to you, if you want sponsorship, is go after the things that you use every day. Go for the people that you use every day. If you want clothing sponsorships, that's more simpler than it looks. First, you have to be someone that's worth sponsoring. That means active in your community. That means active on your scene and what you do. I'm not talking about no getting up now. Sorry, people, if you just get up and go to work, this is not for you. Okay, you, my friend, will have to purchase gear always. I'm talking about the people who get up every day. You have to make yourself active and more so approachable and lookable, where people are always seeing you. So I mean, like, even if you are a vlogger, if you vlogging all day long and you walking around Walmarts and you walking around stores and you shopping or you do cooking or whatever, right? Mostly artists and things like that are a lot of the people that get sponsors, because we're always on the road. We're always talking to people. Someone say, "Oh, where's that shirt?" We tell them, like I say, "Hey, Sex sells clothing." You know what I'm saying? Go order it. Y'all see, I always wear. I tell you, go to thepadapparel.com. Now y'all can go to my website, Sixxcess.com, and get a lot of merch. You know what I'm saying? But that's how we get sponsorship, because it's called showing love, right? By you going out to your community and you working in your community and you putting people in position and you helping people get in position and you being this beacon and this light. What
Mm-hmm.
happens is this company sees it, and because you become a beacon and a light in your community and what you do,
Mm-hmm.
they want to help you shine in their gear or in their light. They want to help you shine in their way.
Yeah.
So it's all about showing love, making
Mm-hmm.
yourselves approachable, getting out in your communities and working your communities, getting out on your scenes and working your scenes, and being active and vigilant, and also supporting the brands that you want to support you. I mean, if
Yep.
you want a clothing line to sponsor you, share their stuff, post their stuff. Even if you're not in it, talk about it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I mean, hey, that's just how I did it. You know, hey, so I just wanted to answer that question, because I do see a lot of artists. Like, it's really me now. I really only buy clothes when I'm geeking for something red, and I
Mm-hmm.
realize a lot of people don't really like making a lot of red stuff. But me, when I'm geeking for something red, I'm gonna hit the malls. Got it. Like, if I buy something, it's definitely red. So pretty much anything red, I bought. Like, everybody
Yeah.
put me in different colors, but I actually love this shirt when I saw it on Facebook, and I said, "Yo, if y'all gonna start a cannabis segment, y'all can't go 420 friendly and not have me in it, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. That's how you get sponsorship, y'all. That's how you build your brand. That's how you do your thing. So, Jezebel, what what you got coming up?
Pretty much six. We just trying to gear up for this next showcase. Definitely artists, if you are tired of paying to perform and you want to get paid to perform, then just watch out because the ads are coming soon. Flyers should be out by the end of the week. We should have a date for you, but definitely tap in because it's going to be another We Lit DMV showcase. That's it.
Now, now, I definitely need to get some info on that. I gotta tell y'all something early and often. I will be back home at the end of June for a couple of weeks now.
Okay.
My album drops on June 6th.
Mhm.
And for real, I'm gonna be home for a couple of weeks, and then from there, I'm going down to Miami. right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna be trying to pop off, like I'm gonna be popping off some big stuff. Now I didn't want to really tell a lot of people too early, too often, but now since I am coming home, you know what I'm saying, I want to we got to get the ball rolling on this, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to definitely be popping down Miami at the end of July, and anybody that's a music head or anybody that's like hip to the scene, y'all Google what's happening in Miami the end of July, and you'll find out what's popping off down here. Because I ain't gonna say nothing to y'all until
It's
end of
DC
June.
takeover, y'all.
Yeah, we definitely taking over everything. We definitely taking over
In
everything,
case y'all
right?
ain't know.
So y'all definitely Google what's popping if y'all don't know. And what's gonna happen is we all gonna glow up, right? Because we got a lot of work to do. But I want to put together I want to put together a nice album release. I want to get with a couple of artists, not a lot of y'all. I'm sorry, young. Maybe only three of y'all. For real. I'm serious. I might only select three artists to be on that show. But we're gonna do something trippy, something big. And I'm trying to find an artist. I need to find an artist to take with me down to Miami. You know, we're gonna be down there for 3 days, right? So I need to find somebody that's like, yeah, like trying to like glow up too. Like, so we're gonna do some crazy shit when I come home. And of course, more leading up to that, I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on. But as of right now, that's all you needs to know. So Jezebel,
Six. Another good Monday. Thank everyone
yes,
for watching. Thank you guys for your support. And
yes, as always. And at this time, I know y'all flicking off those ashes, throwing those roaches in the ashtray, and looking at those blunts like it's time to roll another one. Because I know I am.